Hello students, my name is Manish, and here in this video, as I explained earlier, that we are going to learn about the math syllabus of CAHSEE exam. And then the very first component of math syllabus is basic math. And the very first topic of basic math is fractions and decimals. So today we are going to learn about the fractions in this video. Well, when we talk about the fractions, it always means a number written in this form, P by Q. Why we say this? Because a fraction represents one part of whole. Well, let me explain this. When we say P by Q, it means P is a fraction of a complete part. Well, we have a name for P and for Q as well. P is called as numerator and Q we call it denominator. So any number written in this form is called fraction. Well, let me give you one simple example. Say suppose if we have a pizza. A pizza is one in itself, one pizza, and we divided this pizza in 5 pieces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 parts of pizza. So here Q is 5 because we have 5 parts of pizza. So when we have to talk about the first part of pizza, which I am shading right now, so we'll say 1 by 5 or 1 over 5. Now we have to say suppose 2 parts of pizza. So I'm shading that part for you, which means 2 of 5. So I'm going to eat all 2 parts of this pizza. That represents 2 of 5. Well, let me explain this to you in a very simple example. Well, let's draw a square. I drew one square and we divide this square in 2 parts. Two equal parts in this example. Well, how many parts do we have in total? Let me write that again. 1 and 2. So we have 2 parts of square. So if we are talking about the shaded region, what is the share of the shaded region in this fraction? So this is 1. So this is 1/2 of this complete square. This shaded region is the 1/2 of this complete square. So if we write it in a fractional form, we write it as 1/2. Why? Because the two parts, the square has two parts, and we are talking about the first part only, so we write it 1/2. Let me explain more examples. Well, the square we drew, divide it into 4 equal parts and color one part. We did it. We divided the square into 4 parts and we colored one in black. We named this square as A, N, E, M. Well, number of shaded parts over number of total parts, which gives you 1/4. This is a fraction, 1 part out of 4 parts. 1 part out of 4 parts. Which are the 4 parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 parts, and we are talking about 1 part of the all 4 parts. Well, here's one example. What is the fraction of this number of shaded parts and the total parts? So if we talk about this number of shaded parts, it's 1/3. Let me show you another example. Write the fraction of the shaded part. Write the fraction of the shaded part. Well, we have 3 parts, out of which the shaded parts are 2. So the fraction is 2/3. Let me show you another example. Well, we have 3 parts and all 3 parts are shaded. So this is the fraction. Well, none of the parts are shaded of all 3 parts. Isn't that true? None of the parts are shaded. So we have shaded parts 0 and total number of parts is 3. What will be the fraction over here when we have 3 parts and 1 part shaded? So this is the fraction, 1/3. More examples. We have 2 parts and 1 is shaded, so 1/2. Here we have 4 parts and 1 is shaded, so the fraction is 1/4. How many parts we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of 6, we have 2 parts shaded. Why? We have this one and this one. These both parts are shaded, so 2/6. Then, how many parts do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 8, we have 1 shaded part. So this is the fraction. How many parts do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 5, we have 1 part shaded. How many parts do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, 1 part is shaded. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2. Well, here is a complicated question. Which fraction of the figure is colored? So first of all, we need to see how many parts do we have in this picture. So let's count 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do you see any other part? I don't think so. So there are 4 parts, and out of 4, 1 is shaded. So which option is correct? Option C. One more similar example. How many parts do we have, and how many parts are shaded? It's 1 over 2. So option A is correct. Identify each fractions. The first one, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 out of 3. 1, 2. 1 out of 2. So students, we here learned that how we can identify the fractional part of a complete object. What could be a fraction of a number? If there is one complete object, how we can find the fraction of it? So for more videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to explain about the decimals in my next video. Please subscribe and keep watching to learn more about CAHSEE math. Thank you for watching.